Welcome back, and over the same topic. Very delighted to be having with us over the phone live member of Al-Azhar Sharif Digital Fatwa Institute and Al-Azhar scholar, Dr. Zakarya Gamal Amir. Good morning, Dr. Amir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Let us talk about the 15th of Shaban, the virtues of 15th of Shaban. It's next to Laylatul Qadr in the importance. Why did Holy God just prefer those 2 nights to all nights throughout the year?
Yeah. As I said, let me thank you and your preparation team for this great program. And actually, these 3 months, Rajab, Shaban, and Ramadan, are the season of higher. We call them the season of higher. Bounty rewards from Allah the Almighty. So every Muslim should be keen to get the utmost from these days. As Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and blessings be upon him, says, for your Lord gifts. So expose yourselves for it. As if you touch by any of them, you will not have hardships anymore. So it is important to know more about the virtues of Allah's Almighty and the gifts of Allah's Almighty that Allah gives these as a present for us, to seize the opportunity and to be a step to raise our reward from Allah the Almighty. These 3 months also are full of occasions that were of great influence in the Islamic history, such as the night of journey, Isra and the Mi'raj in the month of Rajab, or likely happened in the month of Rajab, and also the miraculous splitting of the moon that happened to Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and blessing be upon him, testifying for his truthfulness. And that miracle happened actually in the month of Shaban. Also, the change of the Qibla, that is a turning point in the Islamic history. We have to remind ourselves and to remind our children, even with these historical or important historical events. So, as for the religious importance of the month of Shaban, especially the middle night of Shaban, you may hear some people nowadays argue that or debate specifying the night of Shaban or the middle night of Shaban, the 15th of Shaban, actually, with special prayers and fasting the following day, saying this practice is not from the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and the blessing be upon him. But for sure, the reality is that scholars consider the hadith about the 15th night of Shaban as being sound, and their other hadiths are good, and while others are weak. So, due to the fact that there are numerous hadiths, and even the weakness hadiths are not many, or its weakness are not severe, so the virtue of this night is accepted and authentic by scholars, to the extent that some scholars said so many ahadith and the reports exist regarding the excellence of the 15th night of Sha'ban, that one is compelled to accept that this night does possess some virtue. So this is a general consensus of scholars regarding this night. So the ahadith in which Allah the Almighty shows and tells us about His vast forgiveness, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shower His servants with this mercy. The Prophet, Allah's peace and the blessing be upon him, describes this or the extent of Allah's forgiveness in a very, very powerful language in numerous narrations. As for example, Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and the blessings be upon him, says, Allah gazes at His creation on the 15th night of Sha'ban. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يطلع على عباده في ليلة النصف من شعبان, and then forgives all his servants except for two types of people. The first category, the people who associate or ascribe partners with Allah Almighty. The second, the people who have hatred or rancor for their fellow Muslim. So these are the hadith, or this hadith particularly is authentic and shows how great is this night to every Muslim, and every Muslim should be keen to do the good things, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be pleased with his servant when he saw him doing these beautiful and the good deeds.
Right. When we talk about the 15th of Sha'ban, there is a difference, of course, between Laylatul Qadr and the 15th of Sha'ban. Different rituals, different prayers, and of course, there are similarities and there are differences. If you like to put both under, I mean, if you like to comment, you like to elaborate on both nights, in the importance and the way we are supposed to behave, what is God required from us to do, of course, besides fasting, of course?
Yeah, of course, there are similarities. Both of them are nights, and Allah the Almighty gazes or reveals his servants, or saw his servants in these two nights, and these two nights are of great importance for Muslims. But for sure, the differences are many, and the excellence of the night of Al-Qadr, or the night of decree, as mentioned in the Quran, is better than 1,000 months, or better than about 83 years of worship. So it is of great importance and a great virtue, actually, even better than the night of Sha'ban. The 15th night of Sha'ban is determined, while the night of decree is not determined. So we can guess if it's 29 or 27th of Ramadan, and we predict it to be as the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So it is not determined. But for the night of Sha'ban, for sure it is determined. It is the 15th night of Sha'ban, and every Muslim is encouraged to pray the special prayer for this night. Prayer in general, the night prayer in general, is a sunnah. While it is something we have to stress on in this night, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gaze to us, and when gaze to us or sees us, he should see us in or when he sights us, he sights us in a very obedient situation. So the night of decree is better for sure than the night of the 15th of Sha'ban, and it's a night. This not a matter to belittle the 15th of Sha'ban, but it is a matter to show the greatness and the excellence of the night of decree.
So as we speak, Sha'ban is in the Islamic calendar is the 8th month that precedes the holy month of Ramadan.
Yeah.
But there is a focus on amongst all the months. Sha'ban is a little bit. It comes with an essence. There was a focus on this particular month, also because of the 15th of Sha'ban, and also why was it? Does it reflect an introduction to the holy month? What exactly is that holds importance for Sha'ban month?
So Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and the blessings be upon him, guides us to this month particularly, as many people neglect it, as it is between two great months, the month of Rajab, which is among the sacred months, and the month of Ramadan. So people used to neglect this month between two great months. So Prophet Muhammad, when he was asked about fasting this month, and he was seeing and Prophet Muhammad, as Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha said, the Prophet Muhammad has not seen to be or to fast a complete month, besides Ramadan, the more that he fasts in Sha'ban. And when Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and the blessings be upon him, was asked about this, the Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and the blessings be upon him, said, this is a month that people neglect between Rajab and Ramadan. It is a month in which actions are raised to the Lord of the world. And I love for my actions to be raised while I'm fasting. So this hadith is narrated and recorded in Sunan al-Nasa'i. So Prophet Muhammad shows how important to show Allah the Almighty the good of yourself when people neglect or are neglecting these great times.
Of course.
So as a last sentence, I may say this is a preamble or an introduction to Ramadan.
Introduction to Ramadan.
Yeah,
right.
You have
on
to
that
train
note,
yourself for fasting.
Of course, on that note, Dr. Zakarya Gamal Amir, you are member of Al-Azhar Sharif Digital Fatwa Institute and an Azhar scholar. Would like to thank you, sir, talking to us on The Breakfast Show. And by this, we come to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. Many thanks to all of you. Till we see you again tomorrow morning. That's a goodbye.